He must be crazy if he thinks I'm going to sit around wasting my time waiting for him to decide if he wants to take me out. Fancy closed the door and then changed the linen on her bed. Glancing at the corner of her living room, Darius's shoes, jeans, and button-up shirt were still there. Quickly, Fancy packed his belongings in a black trash bag and placed the bag inside the closet in the back room, where she kept her clothes. Racks of clothes on wheels were situated throughout the room like a miniature department store. No man, including Darius, was making his mark on her without making a commitment. Tossing her throw pillows onto her love seat, Fancy paused when her phone rang. "Good, he called soon," Fancy said, before looking at the caller ID. Byron's name was displayed where Darius's name should have been. "Good morning, Byron."
"Good morning to you. What are you doing tonight?"
Fancy hesitated and then said, "Nothing. Why?"
"I have a referral for you. Can I take you out?"
A date would be nice, Fancy thought, asking, "Where?"
"You know me. Don't ask. You want to make some money or not? Maybe we can become partners, and you can donate a portion of your commission proceeds to my nonprofit for every referral. Besides, I miss you, Fancy."
Byron was hallucinating if he thought Fancy would agree to give his organization money on his terms. "I need to see you, too," Fancy said, realizing she'd have to tell Byron about Darius eventually.
"Cool. I'll pick you up at 6. Bye."
Fancy didn't know why she had agreed to go on a date with Byron minutes after Darius had left her place. Was it necessary for her to go out with Byron? Fancy could have told Byron about Darius before she hung up the phone. Darius was obviously upset about something, but refused to discuss his problems. His deep laughs during the movies were mostly genuine, but there were times when Darius should have been laughing with her and either didn't respond or his burst of laughter was poignantly delayed. The same distant responses Fancy gave Desmond at the comedy show, Darius had given Fancy last night. Byron's devious ways annoyed Fancy, but his promise to send her a client justified one last face-to-face date. Plus, Fancy wanted to give closure to her estranged relationship with Byron and let him know she was dating his friend. Slipping into a sweatsuit, Fancy rode the elevator to the lobby, greeted Mr. Cabby, then crossed the street. Jogging along the trail, Fancy wondered if she could have a meaningful relationship with Darius. If only Mandy would forgive her. Why did she have to call Mandy a bitch? Fancy convinced herself that her outburst was the real reason Mandy refused to see her. Fancy could talk with Savoy, but Savoy was too judgmental. Caroline was too busy, and Desmond was... Glancing at her wristwatch, it was before 5 in Atlanta. Maybe she could call Des. Never mind, Fancy said to herself. If Desmond wanted to talk to me, he would have called by now. Trina must have persuaded Desmond to marry, or agree to marry her by now, especially since they were living together. Fancy's legs sprinted the 3.5 miles around Lake Merritt in less than 45 minutes. Returning home, sweaty and confused, Fancy soaked in a tub of Herbal Essence homemade tea mixtures, wrapped in packets of cheesecloth, and fresh red and white rose petals from the bouquet Darius had given her last night. No milk and honey bath for Byron, but her pampering baths weren't about Byron or Darius. Regardless of the stress in her life, Fancy was going to age gracefully, and no man would have her looking 10 years older than her actual age, like Caroline. Fancy wondered how Marvin was treating her mother, and if Caroline was still acting like a little kid. Stepping out of the tub, Fancy dried her feet, then went to her closet bedroom, selected the crimson baby doll dress and matching open-toed slingbacks trimmed in coral blue, then hot-curled the ends of her hair. Swooping her weaved strands into a circle atop her head and off of her face, Fancy bent the ends, then applied her makeup. Men had no idea what women went through to prepare for a date. Selecting the ruby earrings Byron had bought and the diamond necklace Harry gave her, Fancy was almost ready for her last date with Byron. The double